Okay.
Good enough.
We're good.
Dumpster Fire Dialogues, episode
Doesn't matter.
something or other.
It's deep in there.
Yeah.
Not really. It's going.
We're your hosts, Tim Schindel and Mike Cheney.
Yep.
Welcome to Tuesdays in the
Yeah.
basement.
Is it a basement or isn't it?
Studio mat room.
Yeah.
It's the dojo.
It's a lot of those things. It's all those things.
Very fitting. The studio. The trophy wall.
Yeah. Lots of stuff.
Been watching a tremendous number of found footage creature films on Tubi for free.
Oh yeah. What
They're all pretty terrible, but they're very enjoyable.
Like
Very nice.
there it is.
Yeah, you just got to be in the mood for something stupid. Can't be in the mood for like a blockbuster film.
Can't always be in the mood for a blockbuster film.
I mean, I grew up on that shit. I grew up on the Sci-Fi Channel, all the creature features, Dino Gator versus, Sasquatch and shit like that. It's kind of touching on that again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I did, because I haven't sat down and watched shows and movies like I used to.
Right.
It's because I'm an adult now, but I used to religiously do it. And I was like, yeah, I know that show. Like, have you seen this one? Fucking this. And they're like, no one knows that show.
Yeah.
No one watches that. I'm like, I do.
You're like, I was like one of the 10,000 people that watch that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, that was me.
You're like,
So,
can I get the DVD?
yeah. There's this guy I've followed on Instagram. I can't remember his name, but he just sits there and recommends crazy movies you probably haven't seen. And I watched a number of them, and some of them pretty good.
Yeah.
The ones he does recommend are good. They're actually jarring from smaller studios and all sorts of stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, not all of them. Some of them are you and I could do a lot better in a shorter period of time. I was like, they didn't even try on this intro. I was like, I know more about editing than they do. I was like, fuck. It's I could have made a better intro than that. So maybe we got to try our hand at shooting a found footage horror film.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, between me and you, and if we could get Ward involved, I'm sure we could make something epic.
Make something crazy. Make something actually cool.
Yeah.
That'd be gnarly.
That'd be pretty entertaining. I think that'd be funny.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Is this a comedy or a horror? It's both.
It's
going to be a new genre. There's that Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd movie coming out that's a horror comedy.
Yeah. I know. I've seen previews for that.
So we can lean into the horror comedy genre.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, I want to practice writing spooky stories, so.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch, I guess I'll listen or read 2-second or either 2-sentence or 2-paragraph horror stories.
Okay.
And it's you can make a whole thing off of some of these prompts, or if you can start to come up with your own, you can really start to develop a universe around it.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole subset of fan fiction written around werewolves, Dracula, vampires, whatever.
It's right up my alley.
Cryptids,
Appalachian
all that
cryptids.
stuff. Zombies. There are people that are famous that aren't I say famous, they have fame and they make their whole career off of writing essentially subgenre of fan fiction.
Yeah.
That's as good, if not better, than some of the stuff that's being produced.
Yeah. And that's kind of a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily, high production or, high string budget or anything, but they make it work and make it convincing enough. And and even then, if there is some sort of faux pas, you're just kind of whatever. That's, I don't give a shit. They had 15 grand. Of course, there's going to be something.
There's going to be a faux pas.
Yeah, it has to be.
Most people latch on to faux pas because they're entertaining, but they're also normal. Most people commit faux pas so they identify with said thing.
It makes it a lot more human.
Yeah, people are relatable. This isn't great art if I don't identify. Yes, it is. It is. It can be great art and still be kind of
When I see stuff like that, I think I'm not oh, that's crap. I'm yeah, I could do that too. It's inspiring. I'm oh, That's generally attainable.
Well, and even if the faux pas may just be funny.
Right. Yeah.
Like it may have done it on purpose.
Yeah, and that's just might be their thing. They
Yeah.
did that for them. Like,
Yeah,
it's not for
exactly.
us. It's not for you. Not everything's for you.
That's it's super interesting. There's C.S. Lewis is obviously, a lot of people would know who that is, but in some of his books, like he talks about other writers that he's found inspiration in, and some of them he even says are like cloying and needy and like just like unbearable sometimes, but like he still like suffers through their work and finds value. One of the ones that he particularly found value in sometimes that was like hard to read from time to time, but also has just this incredible way of describing things, was George MacDonald. And so much so that like he wrote an anthology of George MacDonald's like sayings and like pulled out some of his favorite things, and it made me read George MacDonald and like I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
But also like some of his books are some of my favorite works of like fantasies. They're like true fairy tales.
Yeah.
They're just like captivating. And like, is he the most profound, greatest writer ever? No, but like the way he describes things, the way he talks about concepts and ideas is one of the more unique I've ever seen.
And it clicks with you.
It clicks with me, and I think it clicks with a lot of people because it's relatable.
Yeah.
And so it almost falls into that idea of like some of the things that people enjoy are relatable and not necessarily in the most strict sense, like, oh, this is the best piece of art ever. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and say most things that a lot of people that are just douchey like that are art, things that I just get over it.
That
like
that alone puts a thing to it where I'm like,
yeah. Look at most of the things that win Oscars now. I haven't seen them. I don't want to. I can read a synopsis and I'm like, I'm good.
I've seen plenty of people on YouTube spouting opinions about it. I'm like, I agree. It's good enough for me. They're like, it's about this, and I'm like,
I don't know that I have interest in it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll pass.
But
then I'll turn on a Sasquatch movie.
Yeah.
And that's nice. That's good. You know, quality.
Honestly, like some of the things that win stuff for like special effects or soundtracks or like some of the more artistic things in Hollywood, I watch those.
Yeah.
Because they are purely entertainment and not some like, I'm going to make a highfalutin point that like 3 people will get.
Yeah. So
and then I'll have to do interviews and explain my art.
One of my like I love Daniel Day-Lewis. Like,
yeah.
And I love like There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty like high cinema film in terms of like what people are trying to like.
Paul Thomas Anderson. The thing about Paul Thomas Anderson is like you go from like Boogie Nights, Magnolia to There Will Be Blood, and I can enjoy all of those movies.
Yeah.
In different ways. Like Boogie Nights is just entertaining, and like Mark Wahlberg is like this loser who like becomes a porn star and he's good at it and like all this stuff. And like it's like fucked up and it's based on, you know, John Holmes' life like loosely. And then Magnolia is just wild. Like it's got all these crazy different stories and they like all culminate in like an event.
It's got range.
Yeah. And then There Will Be Blood is like one of the more like he brings the storylines together, but it's definitely a different flavor. And then you have Daniel Day-Lewis, who's amazing in that movie. You know, he's gonna drink your milkshake.
Yeah,
shake.
Drink it up.
I've been talking for about 7 hours straight at work, so if I perfect
to come home and podcast after that.
If I Porky Pig this shit out of some of my words, sorry.
But yeah, like I think the music and all. I think everything is very intentional in that movie. And then it goes down. My other favorite movies are like stupid, like just like some dumb blonde running across the screen, some guy chasing after her, and then there's some sort of monster.
Yeah.
No music, just screaming. an hour long, no commitment, brain dead. It's nice,
Yeah.
I don't have to decode anything. Let's put it that way.
I'm
like, monster bad. Okay, got it.
One of my all-time favorite, just like, like veg out movies is Grandma's Boy.
Oh, God, yeah. Great movie.
So funny.
Phenomenal movie.
People are like, it's weird. But yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Have you tried smoking weed and then watching that movie? It's not that weird after that.
It's not that weird, okay?
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I love... I'm trying to think of a good... When I was younger, Young Guns was on repeat. Like, Young Guns, Blade. So, like, that's probably one of my things with, like, vampires and shit. Like,
okay, yeah.
Like, very young, I was into that shit. I was a Wolfman for Halloween several years in a row.
All right.
I like the classic monsters and all the different tales and spins on it. I like to see a creative spin on it.
Yeah.
It's like, it actually was this critter. It's like, oh, okay.
All right. All right.
Didn't see that one coming.
The Blade movies were awesome.
I love Blade.
Back in the day.
Sincerely. Even the third one.
Yeah.
And his appearance in Deadpool. Like,
still
great.
Liked it.
I got a warm, fuzzy feeling when he was in Deadpool.
Yeah. This is good.
But yeah, no, Blade 2, specifically those two shaped it all. And that's probably why I do martial arts and try and do nunchucks and shit. So that's why when I see Budo Brothers like release that jacket with the releasable garrote thing, I was like, give me 2. I'm like, it's time for me
to. Are
to
you saying I got a built-in garrote?
Yeah. So, and like built-in block. I mean, you got all sorts of shit.
Yeah. So. Sean and I were talking about that. He sent it to me, and he's like, "Bro."
He sent it to me, and I was like, "Eli actually got one of those."
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he has gotten it or will get it, but I think he's gonna film some stuff in it.
I mean, he made a good point because I was like could be a little premeditated. He's like, it's no different than concealed carry. I was like, fair point. It's a fair point.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I have their one jacket, their one coat, and it has like tons of pockets for like sticks and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, it fits my flashlight real good. I'm also not carrying Shurukan. They have like a padded leather Shurukan pocket, so it's like I don't carry that.
If you want to be an OG fucking scary, this is too deadly for the streets, get some Budo Brothers stuff because they have like
be the Shurukan guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying wear leather armbands, but
you can.
You can.
You can.
I'm gonna make fun of you.
They got it.
They got him. Yeah.
I might, if I saw a guy with leather armbands, I'd be like, he either does not know how to fight or he knows how to fight a lot. Like,
well, there's also the off chance that he's gonna be extremely skinny or egregiously overweight.
Yes.
It's gonna be one extreme.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be like a jacked dude that's not out for Halloween.
No, yeah.
Dressed like that.
Dressed like He-Man?
Yeah. Yeah. The dude that was the model for that ad was the most jacked dude that's ever going to put one of those on.
Yeah. Yeah. But I still do like the idea. I like the idea of having something like that.
The
I think about it
cool. Like,
often.
no hate on the coat. Like that barrier, like you create like it's not just a wall of bone. Like you have like an actual like Kevlar barrier.
Honestly, I'd probably use that thing for my keys. I'll just keep it like, just keep my keys in there,
But I mean, like, just having somebody thinking about, like, I'm going to make this product that, like, if I do get in a fight, like, if they try and hit me, like, I can make an actual barrier that may not break my forearms or get, like, bruises even.
Yeah, especially with, like, blunt object or something.
Yeah, for
God
real.
forbid. But yeah,
let us know what you think about cool clothes,
self-defense clothing.
Yeah, self-defense. I mean, yeah, it's becoming a thing.
It's trickling out there. A lot of stuff. And I'm sure some of it is useful, and some of it maybe not. But
I mean, only time will tell. That jacket is probably like one of the cooler things because it just looks like a normal jacket.
Yeah. The gi coat is very like. The hell what's up? Like, that coat is just a coat. Like, that's like stylish. Not that the geek coat isn't. It's very nice, stylish, but it does draw attention.
But it is like fashionable. You know what I mean? Like in a way that like there are people in the most recent like who are like fashion people, like who have put people in like that Asian inspired like gi-esque like uniform. So
kimono's timeless.
Yeah. Kimono's timeless with pants. No pants. Yeah. You might catch a charge.
Yeah. Depends where you wear it.
It's true.
At home,
Yeah. At home for the wife.
You
might be all right. Yeah.
Do a little no-gi, it's fine. But in the streets, wear your gi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wear your coat and pants.
Wear pants. Wear some shorts if you're doing some sambo.
Just wear your bottoms.
Yeah.
And by bottoms, I mean like shorts.
Shorts, not tights.
Yeah, I mean, wear tights, wear shorts over your tights. That's good too.
Yeah, that's better.
But it's like I've seen briefs, I've seen it all. I'm like, no, I'm good. There's other infections in ringworm.
Yeah, there is.
So, yeah, I shaved today, and I thought I had a patch of it. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I did spaz for a sec.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean,
I have a match this weekend, so I don't need to show up with ringworm on my face and then be like, nah.
Oh, hey, man.
What's up?
Yeah. You gonna tap now?
Yeah. So, the wedding is 33 days away. Ooh. Just got that message.
Yeah, that is, it is the 22nd.
It's coming in hot.
Yeah.
At this point.
Your wedding is the 25th.
Yeah. It's coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
But the relaxing weekend in the woods.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It was. That was a great spot.
I'd like to go back there. That was a good spread.
That's what Rachel and I were saying, is like, I'd come back here. The location, the proximity to the trails, which honestly, I went on the one trail, but everybody else didn't. And honestly, I didn't really need to. I just wanted to. So
I've been there the last time we went kayaking, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And a picture you took was like, there was a painting of that in our bedroom. And like went down the stairs and saw your picture. I was like, oh shit. Like,
yeah,
it's the same thing.
Honestly, that canvas, they may have ripped off one of my pictures.
Potentially. There's potential.
Because I took that exact, I'm not saying that I'm the only one who's ever taken that picture, but it looked like something that's hanging in my parents' house. And just like
this looks so familiar.
I was like, this is like a pixelized version of an image that I took.
And they're just like,
maybe. I don't care.
That's all the difference we need.
What am I going to say? Like, oh no, the old man's cave entrance bridge waterfall.
Yeah.
No one's ever taken a picture of that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but it did look sick.
Yeah, no. If you've never been to Hocking Hills or Old Man's Cave, the Old Man's Cave trail is very short, very cool.
Totally manageable.
Yeah, very manageable, even if you're not in like some great shape. The only thing I wish I would have done is just gone to Rock House.
Where was that?
So Rock House is another trail about another 5 minutes down the road from where we were.
Okay.
And I took a picture of Rachel there like several years ago now. I wanted to recreate it at this time and like take another one of her. It's actually, you've seen it. It was in our apartment. It was that big black and white behind our couch.
Oh yeah.
So that's Rock House. Taking a couple pictures there.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point I would love to recreate like a couple images.
Yeah.
At Rock House. The trail in itself is not that long, but it's treacherous. Like going down into Rock House is easy. The rest of the trail is like almost straight up and straight down.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, no, Hocking Hills is the shit.
Yeah. The property where we were was really cool.
Very accommodating.
Yeah, fire pits, picnic tables, swing benches. Like,
My brother-in-law cooked a lot of exotic meats.
dude,
A lot of fine meats.
he went to town.
He knows how to cook. I told everybody, I was like, look, this dude knows how to cook. And everyone's like, oh my God.
I've had, I had at your engagement party, we had that pork.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got a lot of the meat from the same place, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
At least those burnt ends.
Oh,
pretty sure.
God.
Came out. I got
Delicious meats.
we got a deer roast, deer backstrap, tomahawk, a couple tenderloins, chicken, ribs, like fucking shrimp.
Everything. I think we had.
Name a species, we ate it.
Yeah. I was going to say, we had everything except for like super exotic species. But yeah.
Anything across the pond.
That backstrap was.
That was nice, right?
It was delicious.
I shot that.
Yeah.
I've been saving it for a while. Like, I've been saving it since October for a special occasion. I'd say that was it.
Was delightful.
I have one more. I have one more backstrap. I have one more pack of ground. I have like 7 roasts.
Yeah.
I might grind some of them and just make some more burger. I use burger for more stuff.
That makes sense. It's easy.
Yeah. But got a nice countertop meat grinder last year, so we'll break that in. But I left the squirrels at home. I was thinking about it. I was like, not today.
You're like, no. How much squirrel's going to sell?
Yeah. I was like, just don't think this is going to be popular, especially amongst the ladies.
Yeah, you never know. I feel like Ashley would have eaten squirrel.
Oh, probably, yeah. I've gotten Brooke to eat it, too.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd eat it religiously unless she needed to, but...
Right, yeah. She's not going to be like, are we going to have squirrel tonight?
Yeah, exactly. She's like, where's the squirrel?
Yeah, no.
Unless I can pull off this next recipe I want to do with them. Squirrels and gravy. Biscuits and gravy.
Ooh,
but squirrels and gravy.
All right.
I think if you make anything into a sausage gravy, like it's... Come on, like a gravy and drink.
Yeah, at that point, if you cooked it like that, like, who's going to turn it down?
Yeah, it's meat.
It's meat, gravy, and bread. Like,
sticks to your bones. A lot of hotels I've been to lately have had sausage gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know when that became standard issue.
I think it's kind of crept up from the South.
Okay.
That was like a big thing, like, in the military, because where we were, like, after I came out of California, even in California, they had biscuits and gravy, but, like, once you got to North Carolina and I was in, like, Camp Lejeune and stuff, there were biscuits and gravy every morning.
Yeah.
Just like,
Fucking
okay.
yeah.
Like, put it on there. Like,
My friend's dad made that for us. Like, I slept over at his house in, like, 5th grade. He's like, you ever have sausage gravy? I was like, nope. He's like, this will change your life.
yeah.
And it did.
Yeah.
And I've thought about it every day ever since. So,
Yeah, it's delicious.
like, they're onto some shit.
Occasionally, I've gotten grade A sausage, pork sausage from some people that I know that have farms.
Yeah.
And Rachel will make some non-dairy, lactose intolerant.
Sadly.
Sucks. Sucks. Yeah.
I'm
But-
not.
He's
I
not.
munch it.
But she will make some lactose-free, like, gravy and biscuits.
That's
It's
gnarly.
Delightful.
That might be a part of, like, my final meal. You know what I mean? They're like, what do you want?
Yeah, you're like, I want some biscuits
Sausage
and
gravy, dog.
Yeah.
Sausage gravy, my dear chili.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tiramisu of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it.
That backstrap. I'd take that backstrap
Yeah, that's nice.
as like a last meal.
Yeah, that is true. A backstrap would be killer with all the sauces.
Some medium rare. I don't know, dude. I almost ate almost all that meat with no sauce. I tried all the sauces they made.
Didn't need it. Doesn't need it.
I was like, these sauces are delicious, but this meat with the seasoning you put on it,
Perfect.
yeah.
The roast, like shoulder roasts are like tough.
Yeah.
Shit, you got to do a lot to them.
Mm-hmm.
The leg roast, like what we did to it, fucking fire hunk it, slice it, rare as shit. Like,
Yeah.
you can have it. Like, it's beef tartare. Like, you know, like, it's clean. Tasted delicious.
It was
like,
delicious, yeah.
It doesn't need anything else really than like salt and pepper and fire. Like,
No, I mean, I knew that's all it was on it. Like,
salt, pepper, love. You know,
little open
a
flame.
little bit of fire.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, that was gnarly. So, I'm trying to think of what else. We'll have rehearsal dinner stuff, but
Yeah.
other than that, I think like in terms of like pre-celebrations, that was kind of the big one. I mean, Justin's been talking about the meats for months, so he was planning that carefully, executed it perfectly as well.
We did, yeah. Everybody did. Everybody who was like planning that, which I wasn't a part of that. I just took some pictures.
Shouts out to everyone who planned it. Like,
Yeah.
talk about our bachelor party, but bachelorette combination party, by the way.
Yes. Which is the cool way to do it, by the way.
It is way sicker.
Yeah.
I think girls grow up imagining their wedding, and boys grow up imagining their bachelor party.
I think I just like hung out with my friends. Just like kind of similar thing.
Yeah.
Like if my now wife had showed up, I would have been like, cool.
Yeah. Like, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But it was a good example of it is like Costa Rica.
Yeah.
It's like, how'd you get 8 friends over 30 to go to another country? It's like, we got a pretty solid group, you know?
Yeah.
How'd you get fucking however many people to go and away for a weekend? Like, you got a pretty solid group of people. Like,
Yeah, there was like, not everybody was there the whole time, but like there was like 10 consistent people there.
yeah.
And it was like partially a family, but also partially people you've known for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Like, that works out.
Yeah. And it made for quite the bash.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Good food, good time, hanging with people.
That's
Chris snoring.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. I was upstairs.
Allegedly.
That's just what I've heard.
I heard it both nights.
I heard it.
Yeah. I am a early riser.
One night, we went to bed as your alarm went off. Like,
I know, which is hilarious. I was like,
damn.
I was like, shit, I could have hung out with you guys like as you were, but like,
I'd
like,
have been like, what's up, dude?
yeah.
I was like delirious at that point, but
Yeah. You stayed up super late both nights.
both nights, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I was bleeding it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep. Fuck it. Yeah, I was up till 4:30 the first
night, yeah.
and then 3:30 the next night. Like, I took a shower at like 3 a.m. because I was covered in mud. I was just sitting in the mud poking at the fire. I was fucking covered in it. But I think that's my my happy place. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm not rolling, if I'm not hunting, poking at a fire is pretty nice, you know?
Well, it was like at the bottom of the hill, like, so the place where we're at had like this massive like drop off.
Yeah.
And so all the water had like settled at the bottom and like made it like this muddy field. But it was super fun. We played bocce ball. We had fires.
That was the shit.
Yeah,
Bocce ball's tight.
That was fun. That was, I actually had a lot of fun doing that.
I only played a couple of times prior to that, and it wasn't as fun.
Yeah.
That time was fun.
I mean, everybody there was pretty chill, and we're not all stick sports ball guys. Like,
We're just kind of like, ah,
yeah, we're just
fuck
like,
yeah, nice.
I mean, it's so bad that I was doing well. I'm not a sports ball guy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's never
But
been
yeah.
my forte. But bocce ball, I'll take.
that was fun. Yeah,
I can do that.
we had a blast.
Yep.
Played some water features.
Yeah. Tossing the lake, like, play it as a lies.
Yeah, nope, just
Like,
do
play
it.
it. Chunk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, those fuckers sunk halfway
yeah,
into the mud.
they
Like,
did. But yeah, that bottom of that field was super muddy. So
no
it doesn't
bounce,
surprise
no
me.
roll.
Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me that you were covered in mud if you were down there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I was all over the place.
No, the property was super fun.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
to the Hocking Hills. It's the shit.
Go to Hocking Hills. if you're not from Ohio, if you are from Ohio, go to Hocking Hills.
Yeah. I like, my cousins went a bunch of kids, and I was like, Hocking Hills, what the fuck is this? And I went later on. I was like, oh, this place is tight.
I went when I was younger with my grandparents. And then Rachel really likes going there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was glad she can come and hang. That was cool.
Yeah.
Hocking
Me too.
was fun. Yeah, we had a good old time.
Yeah.
I think we gotta go to Kentucky class. It's already time.
All right.
See y'all next week.
See ya. Bye.